Diana Joan is on the lam, having narrowly escaped capture by the cunning kingpin and his crew. However, the Count and Countess Pennyworth were not so fortunate, and now find themselves the kingpin's prisoners once more. Having been tied up, kidnapped, and brought deep into the Badlands, the aristocrats are being kept alive for one purpose: to give up the whereabouts of Diana Joan and any information they have on the treasure of the Tegula. How will our royals turned paupers escape the kingpin's clutches? Stay tuned to find out.
Buckshot, you need to let us go. Certainly there will be people looking for us.
I can't imagine you fancy types have a single friend out here in the sticks. But where are my manners? My associate here should have a say. Now, Rick, we live in a democracy, don't we? What's your vote? Should we let him go?
I say, kill the top hat and keep the dame.
Honestly, gentlemen, why bother keeping us here at all? We haven't the foggiest idea as to where Diana ran off to. We're useless to you.
Oh, you are definitely useless. I'd have no qualms about shooting you in the face right here and now, but do yourself a favor. Maybe use that high-born head of yours for something other than a perch for your top hat, and give the kingpin what he wants. Believe me, you give him even a tiny nugget of useful information and you walk away from this alive and well.
You'll pardon me if I don't trust the word of a known criminal and murderer, won't you?
I see we all cozied up together for the night. What should we do? Should we make s'mores? Nine, I've got it. We should tell ghost stories, yeah? Oh, Bob, please put that box down on the table. It's very heavy and I know you have a bad back.
Oh, thanks, boss. Yeah, you got it.
Now, where were we? All right, stories. Mr. Pennyworth.
It's Count Pennyworth, actually.
Not according to your bank account, my friend. Listen carefully to my words. I want you to tell me a story about a woman in the middle of Wyoming, okay? Where does she go? What does she do?
Afraid I'm not much for tall tales, you fiend. I'm not much of a storyteller.
Please, dear, tell him something. Anything. I don't want to die here.
Oh, don't fret, my dear. I'm sure the Count is actually very adept at weaving a tale or two. And if he lacks the inspiration, then I have the means to provide it. Bob, the contraption.
Here you go, boss.
Now, you oafish aristocrat. You might be wondering just what this device is. I admit it took time to figure out myself, but since then, I never leave home without it. Let's call it a conversation starter, shall we? I simply put your head into this device and I begin with the crushing. I find that this usually makes people very, very chatty.
So, it's a head crusher.
Yeah, Bob, so good, that's it. It's a head crusher. Fun, no?
No, not fun at all. Opposite of fun.
And yet, it's always a lot of fun for me. Buckshot, Rick, place our precious Count's head into the crusher and strap him in place.
Oh, absolutely. Now, I gotta admit, this is a new one for me.
It's like I've told you before, son. There's always something new to learn.
No!
Darling!
Comfy? Good. Now I will ask you this one last time before I explode your head like a watermelon. Where is Diana? Where has she gone?
I'm telling you, I don't know where she went.
Oh, at least let me start with the counting before you squeal. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Talk to the bartender in town.
Darling, no.
The bartender gave Diana directions before you men attacked us. Talk to him.
You see, Count, your wife knows how to tell a very good story. Danke, mein Liebchen. What do you think, Buckshot? Is it time to end the Count's misery?
Perhaps it would be more entertaining to tell him the truth first.
Yeah, I like this plan. Countess, if you would be so kind.
Leave her alone. Don't you lay a hand on her, you! Wait, darling, you were tied up.
Oh, I'm afraid I wasn't, my dear. You see, I have been, what is the word? A mole for the kingpin.
How could you do this to us? To me!
And a word, money. You have become, oh, there's a joke here. Count Penniless. And I am accustomed to the finer things in life. Not on living off scraps and chasing some red-headed actress all over the globe.
After everything we've been through.
Oh, my darling, I will never forget our time together. But don't embarrass yourself by begging. The bottom line is you're out and Kingpin is in.
And on that note, Buckshot, Bob, we must pay a small visit to this bartender. My dear Countess, I will leave you to finish what we've started here. Rick will stay behind to ensure your success.
What are you saying?
This is awkward now. Yeah, I think I'm telling you to kill your husband. That was pretty clear, yeah, guys? Like I didn't think I needed to explain it.
Yeah.
That made perfect sense to
Crystal
me.
clear.
No, I got it. It was very clear.
Not even a whiff of innuendo.
I understood what he was saying.
Right? So, yeah, do this one thing and your wealth will be restored. Meet us back in town when it's done.
Now you heard the boss, your royalness. Get to squeezing.
The woman I married was a kind person. Do you really think it would be so easy for her to murder the love of her life?
Actually, it's pretty easy. I will get a shitload of money, so it works out well for me. And please, love of my life. I mean, more like love of a particular moment in time. Although it does pain me to have to do this. I found you more attractive when you were rich.
You freeloading bitch!
Tisk language, darling. Are we ready? And squeeze.
Shh, hold it. Did someone just knock?
I don't know. I couldn't hear anything over this one screaming.
Nor could I.
Well, hang on there, I'll check.
Buenos noches. I've come to give last rites. Someone has died, no?
Now, I don't say... Well, now, wait a dang minute. How did you know we were here? And how did you get here so dang fast?
The Lord works in mysterious ways, my son.
Well, oh, shoot. No, I ain't buying it, preacher. You save those last rites for yourself. Dang it all.
I'd like you to release my friend there.
Who are you? Because you're definitely not a priest.
I guarantee you I am. As for who I am, let's just say I'm here to stop the Kingpin, and I need the Count to track down Diana and help her.
Hooray!
Now, Countess,
Former Countess. We broke up.
former Countess, be a peach and help your ex out of that machine.
Fine.
Oh, much better.
And you, what's your name?
Rick Ashley.
Pleasure to meet you, Rick Ashley. Tell me, are you a God-fearing man, Rick?
I'm more afraid of the Kingpin than I am of your god, priest.
And I imagine you'd never give him up. Let him down?
Never.
That's too bad.
Eh?
Now, ma'am, the Count and I are going to head out. Don't get any plans about following us.
You won't get away with this.
Oh, my dear, do me one last kindness.
What is it?
Go directly to hell. Ta-ta.
Vámonos, Count. We've got the redhead to track. My horse can carry us both.
Right behind you, my friend. My word, I forgot about her bosom cannon.
Hit the deck!
I can't let you leave.
Ever cared about me in the least? Do not force my hand or I shall have to stop you.
I cared about your money. Without that, you mean nothing to me.
Very well. You leave me no choice. How about you? Ha!
You may be skilled in the art of hat combat, darling, but you could never hit a trained member of the Sredni Circus.
Blast it all, she's right.
A bosom cannon? And did you just throw your hat as a boomerang? This has to be the weirdest fight I've ever been witness to.
She leaves me no choice then.
Wait, is that a flute? She's too close to the cliff!
Oh my! Can't you see anything?
Wait! There! On a saguaro!
Impaled on a cactus? She always knew how to make a dramatic exit.
Plenty of time to mourn, Count. But right now we're short on time. Are you okay to ride?
Yes! Let's go find Diana!
That was weird, right? I mean, like, really weird. That kind of stuff happened to you a lot?
Oh, that's nothing. Why, there was this one time deep in the jungles of Mexico where I was a hero. Picture yourself in the swamps with the snakes and the birds and the weird Amazonians and their
Having lost a wife but gained a new friend, the Count and the priest ride off into the distance. Will they reach Diana before the Kingpin tracks her down? Where in the wide state of Wyoming could she be hiding? And how will she survive the harsh and unforgiving terrain? Stay tuned, dear listeners, for the excitement never stops in the adventures of Diana Joan. Today's episode is sponsored by Wyoming's #1 export, rocks. That's right, friends. Visit the majestic state of Wyoming and leave with your pockets lined with heavy, cumbersome stones. Need something heavy to keep your papers in place? Looking for a gift for that special someone? A gift that says, I went to Wyoming and found you this rock. Then look no further than Wyoming. Why, Wyoming rocks are the rockiest rocks in all the land, and they come in many wonderful shades and colors. Colors like red, less red, reddish brown, brownish brown, and brownish reddish brown. That's right, friends. For all your rock needs, look no further than Wyoming brand rocks. Look for them wherever you find Wyoming.